Welcome to this tutorial on the use of the engine training record book workbook, or in short TRB workbook. So this workbook is very important in your training because this will serve as the output of your task that is on your training record book. Every competency on your training record book has an assigned output on this training record book. So your training record book has the task and your workbook has the output. Then your journal has the what we call story, how this output, when this output, where this output made. So to continue, let's tour to the pages of this workbook. So these are the pages. There is what we call personal data of the cadet. And this is the instruction and the table of contents and the functions, 4 functions of the engine. 1, marine engineering operational level, electronic, maintaining and controlling. Of course, there is also a section for sea projects and emergency procedure. So let's check on every pages. So this is your biodata or your personal information, cadet personal information, cadet school information. So in the personal information is your name, home address, birth date, place, email, and mobile. It must be complete. Then in your cadet school information, there is your training record book control numbers, training record book journal control number, separate certification record book number, school ID, passport number if available, SRC number if available, date you are recognized, your batch, and your name of your batch. So in below this one are area for you to write the name of your vessel, first vessel, second vessel, and the other data of the vessel. It is for 6 ships, the same as your training record book. So this workbook will be completed after your 12 months, at least 12 months. It cannot be completed on 6 months only. It can be completed in 6 months. So do not have a pressure that if you have 6 months contract, you will finish this training record book. This training record book will be evaluated by the shipboard training office once you complete your 12 months or 36 months seagoing service. So to continue, this is the second page, introduction. The purpose of this onboard training workbook for engine cadet is to ensure that cadets onboard record books data are properly documented by means of output on this workbook. In conjunction with this record written on training record book journal, as outputs completed, this workbook shall also be reflected on the journal, meaning any dates on this workbook written here must be reflected on your journal. Given that this workbook should be subject to close scrutiny by the master, chief engineer of the ships on which the cadet serves by cadets designated onboard training officers and the shipping company. They can inspect, they can scrutinize this. But the last one, this workbook will be evaluated by the University of Cebu Maritime Educational Training Center as one of the documentary evidence in accomplishing the requirements of the onboard training record book issued by the school. So the next one is, of course, the table of content. They have all the competency, C project, your guide where to go on this workbook, table of content. The next one, of course, is the first function of the program is the marine engineering at operational level. So what's inside this section? So first, this section is written as an assignment, required as an assignment. There is an activity to conduct what. So here is the TRB reference on the first competency. Now, uh, here is also an objectives. There is an instruction how to complete it and the output, the required output. So if you need more space for your answer, you can use a bond paper or a notebook of your own to write your answer. Then keep it with date, the same as this workbook. If you write on your notebook, officer cadet's notebook, you write also the date, the same as you made this workbook, journal, and TRB. The next one are assignment. You see, the next assignment has a reference on your training record. So assess the completion of ships plan maintenance. So you in your output also written report, completion of ships plan maintenance report. Yes, this is the output. So you're learning your observation, your what you what can describe about that output. It's all assignment. There is an instruction, what do you call it, activity. There is objectives. There is instruction. There is output. So the next part is your another function, electrical function. So also let's check this electrical function. So here it's an assignment also. So after the completion of this activity, you will be able to pre-startup checks and test on electrical equipment and control system. So there is the objectives, the instruction, and how to fulfill it or complete it, and then your needed output. The same. It's an assignment. The answer, if you need more space, you put on your notebook. There are reference also. So the next one is the next function, maintain and repair. So let's check what's it. So the same. Our output objectives after completion of this activity, you'll be able to write the safe working practices for the use of the following, meaning it is an output. So if you have a working practices, you write it down on your notebook, and later when you come back, we will check your output. This is an assignment for the engines or assignment. Let's go back, and then you have the last one, controlling. So assignment A4, competency 10. So after completion of this activity, you'll be able to outline the procedures and measures on board will ensure leadership team working will be a culture on board. That's your. Then there is a place for the answer. If you need more space, you go for your notebook. Another assignment, another assignment, another assignment. There is a reference in your assignment. F16. So, C project. Your C project is in your section for C project. So let's see how you make your C project. So this page on your C project section that has already project name, the title. All you have to do is you write the date when you start the project and write the date when you completed the project. And here, signature of the training officer, then you're done. So another one, another project, it's all drawing. If the what we call the page is like this one, it is a drawing or sketch. If the page is like this one, it is also a drawing. But if this one, it is an essay. If an essay, it must be not less than 500 words. That's our output. The same, like date you start, completed, signature. This is the C project code that will be used when you are journal, section 3 of your journal and section 4 of your journal. Now, last one is the emergency procedure. This emergency procedure has already on board. All you have to do is compare. Let's see an example. Compare. This is the standard. Compare this one to your safety manual. Check if your ship has what we call this standard, the procedure. Now, write the following engine room emergency procedure on a training on board of the assigned page of this workbook. So you write. If more space needed, you go for your notebook. But remember, your notebook must be the same date on your training workbook. So that's that. So this training workbook is the output of your training report book. So thank you for listening.